What's up, everybody? Zach from Z's Tees. I'm back again. And here is my colony of Assassinbugs. They're all getting along live and well. I have a bunch of different sizes of nymphs to go along with a couple adults that are all thriving in here. So I thought I'd show you guys how everything's going. Maybe let you guys know what's worked for me to get these guys to breed and the eggs to hatch properly. So yeah, here it is. Here's the video. Check it out and enjoy. So yeah, I think one of the most important things while raising the Assassinbugs is to get their moisture level down or whatnot. I think with a lot of inverts, that could be the killer, one of the main killers. And the guy that I bought these from, he told me pretty much just to keep them dry, but to feed them, usually twice a week, and that's where they would get their moisture from. And I still do mist the cage just so they do get some side water, but until they started laying eggs, I wouldn't really soak the substrate all that much, and they did fine. They all molted well, they got along well. I think the main concern with these guys is just to keep them well fed, and they get along just fine. I did have a couple losses, but I think the majority of that was from maybe me slipping up on feeding them. I didn't feed them as much as I should have. So I think that's one of your main concerns with dealing with these guys. Check it out. These guys are having a food fight right here. They're crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely no expert in keeping these guys. I've had them for over a year now, and I've had a few losses, but out of the 7 that I started with, I got, I think, 5 of them into this critter keeper, and then I think I ended up with 3 females and 2 males. And after this, once they started breeding, I was getting tons of eggs. Like I said, just keep them dry for the most part. Feed them pretty well, and I would also probably give them more space, than you would give a tarantula or something, because they like to climb. They molt hanging upside down, so you got to have vertical slabs of wood or cork bark or whatever. So once you get, your basics all set up, your basic care set up for these guys, they grow really fast. I got mine in February last year. Within 5 months they were breeding and I had eggs. So you got to figure out what you're going to do with them, who you're going to sell to, whatever. But this is the way I incubated my eggs. I would just pluck them out of the substrate and put them into little deli cups with topsoil or whatever you got. And all I would do is just moisten down the substrate to where it's pretty damp, and they would and I would just let it dry out, and they would hatch within like a month and probably like 6 weeks, something like that. But so after they would hatch, I would take the ones that hatched out of there and I'd put them into another cup, and I would put like around 5 to 10 of them in each one, and that's like how I would sell them or trade them off in these little vials like that. And same thing goes, you just keep them fed a lot, mist every once in a while, but don't get the substrate too damp because they don't do well. I've seen with really damp substrate. But yeah, the Psytalla horrida is at the very least. I've never taken care of any other Assassinbugs. They weren't terribly hard to take care of. Just got to keep them fed for the most part, give them their space. When they're younger, I think they could handle closer proximities to each other, but when they're older, I wouldn't mess around too much having them right on top of each other.